Like seriously, I don't know when these Oloris will stop trying. E don shele again oh. Hey my people, wetin we dey hear oh. Wetin we dey hear again. Olori Mariam Rukwanike, rest, try rest more. My correct people, is alleged that Olori Mariam has been sighted again, spotted around the palace with small pots of calabash. Hey my people, they say wetin dey inside that calabash as they try to look closely to that calabash, say no be wetin person fit talk. A rotten egg with feathers. My correct people. As it's alleged my people, na so we hear am. Abeg, before I continue with this story, because this story hey abeg, e no good make person hear am at all. Make I just tell una, na people wey get mind wey go fit sleep for night we go hear am. According to the information wey we hear, my people, before I proceed, make I greet una according to the time this information dey reach una. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to the time wey this information dey reach una. How una dey? Yes, so my people, Olori Mariam was seen at the early hours in the morning, around they said it was around 3:30 a.m. to 4 in the morning, going around the palace. Hey my people, with some small pots of calabash wey contain feathers. Hey my correct people, this one I no know wetin they say she do for there, but as at the time wey they question am, wey Kabiyesi come on the question am, according to what we heard, she said she had a dream about the household, the palace was on fire, and she came out to quench the fire, to do some things. My people, I don't know how believable this story is, but they say she was seen going around the palace, sprinkling some water from the calabash, using the feathers to do some other things. And it was near at the place where their other their Olori's quarters were, the first quarters that they were living inside the palace. Now that is where they saw her, at the back fence. I don't know how to describe this thing to you guys. You know, that the fence that is directly at their Olori quarters before. Now that is why she was doing the incantation. And they said Olori Naomi's quarters was somewhere close by there. So, but the place at the point where they see her, now that's their own quarters. She did do the stuff. So we didn't know whether she has gone to the side of Olori Naomi quarters first before she went to their own quarters. They say she was doing some incantation, wearing 10 toes. She wasn't wearing anything on her leg, having something on her mouth. This what do they call them? Palm leaf on her mouth, walking about the fence, you know, doing some incantation, you know. So that it was at the early morning hours where some people came around. They said some royal guards, they were sent to come and pick Kabiyesi for an urgent. Kabiyesi has a 6 o'clock flight at Lagos, you know, so he has to reach Lagos very early before he can be able to take off from there to the destination that he has a meeting. I don't know whether it was Ghana or what. They said he has a meeting and he has to take a 6 o'clock flight or stuff like that. So that those people came around 4:30 to come and pick him up. So before they came and they saw somebody go around the palace, you know, with doing some incantations. As they flashed their lights, they saw a woman, you know, so they quickly off it because they cannot continue flashing the woman light. So the next thing is that when Kabiyesi came out, according to the information, they told Kabiyesi that this is what we saw, and they now started looking for that woman. So they now caught her. It was indeed Olori Mariam. So as Kabiyesi was now questioning her, what is she doing here by this time of the morning? She started saying she had a dream. According to what we heard, my people, please, and no be me talking, she had a dream where the palace was on fire and she decided to come out to quench it. Kabiyesi now asked, but there is no fire. There is no fire at all. So why now trying to say there is a fire around this palace? They said they collected the calabash from her, and it was a calabash that there was rotten egg inside. There was feathers inside the calabash, and Kabiyesi has to break the calabash. You know, some things like that, Kabiyesi will not want to expose the people. But it was through all these gas and drivers, that is where the information we were able to leak. Because if it didn't leak from them, a lot of things, they said a lot of things are happening there that Kabiyesi will just cover up. Because he knows already that he is fully protected. Tade is fully protected. Naomi is fully protected. So all these things they are doing now, they are just wasting their time. And they are only trying to see if it's going to work. They insist that if it is going to work. So right now, we don't even know whether what Olori Mariam said about the fire and she trying to do incantation to stop the fire, whether it is true. Did she want to emulate Olori Naomi that saw fire at Ojajamo and went to do some prayers and there was a miracle. They spotted what was supposed to cause the fire, which I made the video the other time. So I don't know whether she's trying to mimic Olori Naomi or whether she's trying to do something where we say they can't catch them. And you know, say that pot where they break, as they don't break that pot, as Kabiyesi they ask her, order that to break that pot, and the guards collected the pot from her and break. Nothing what she do for that palace will go work again. Those ones, that one is rendered is useless already. It cannot function again. So my people, as I hear this one and I say, people no go rest. Everybody just want to be trying. What do you people they try? When is all this fight against Queen Naomi going to stop? When is it going to stop? Like we go here say, you don't stop. Queen Naomi is now free. Nobody's fighting her again. Because I don't know whether this was where she go Olori quarters, whether she don't first stop for Olori Naomi's quarters, go do one or two things before they now have to catch her. I be whether waiting she they talk na true. I be my people and I go put mouth for here, make I know whether waiting she they talk, whether it is possible. Make she come out by that time of the night. They do incantation because of the dream where she dream say fire day or fire day for palace. Why she no wait in the morning? At least when Olori Naomi had saw a vision or be a dream that there was a fire at Ojajamo, which was supposed to happen if she did not come. She went there in the morning, not in the midnight. So why would this one not wait for in the morning to come and do her incantation? Why must it be midnight? Now waiting me, I they ask myself, and now waiting people they ask me, I say, if you not ask me, now who I go ask? Because I don't know who to ask. I don't really have the answer to that question. My problem is that if all this information are true, then these women are not supposed to still be even around the palace, even at Ile-Ife. But well, it is the king that knows best what he can do. Let them know their tradition. Since they say that they cannot pursue them and chase them away disgracefully, that they will live by themselves. So let's keep hoping that they will live truly by themselves. But why all these things are still vexing me like this now? I am boiling and vexing and boiling with anger. May person hold me for here because I feel blow fire. Because I don't know why Kabiyesi will keep quiet over this thing. Even if he doesn't want to disgrace them, put them out disgracefully, he should at least have another way to do it. Or is it until they put the house on fire? Is it until they put the palace on fire? Is it until they collect his throne? Or is there, or maybe because Kabiyesi now have full confidence that Olori Naomi can cover him up at any time, any day. And the tradition that the other new girl is about to do is we also cover him up, that nothing will happen to his throne. Since he has done what he's supposed to do by giving them a divorce letter, giving them freedom, that he is free and the throne is free. Maybe that's why he's keeping quiet at all these things, knowing fully well that these women can never go harm him, no matter what they try to do. Yes, he's covered. Nobody can harm him now or Tade again. So let's keep hoping that they will live truly by themselves. My correct people, I beg Mona Shukma for this matter. Give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to stay around because I have more delicious news for you. And just to remind you that all these are alleged information.